Yo, what's up YouTube? Monar Synchro here. I haven't made a video in a while. I apologize for that. I've just been busy. But yeah, I just wanted to make another video. This time I'm gonna make it on side decking. I feel like it's pretty much the strongest aspect of the game. You really need to know how to side deck in order to be able to win consistently and just be good in the game. But before I start, I want to give a shout out to my friend AliCat137. You might have seen her already on Ztrock's channel. She barely started playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And she also started making videos on YouTube as well. Must say she's pretty good actually. Not a lot of people can pick up this game and play it and she's pretty she's gotten the game the basics down. Obviously the hardest parts are just gonna come after practicing more, but yeah, just show her some love, go subscribe, and hopefully I'll get a dual video with her sometime. But yeah, so I wanted to discuss the side decking. So pretty much this is like an overview of a side deck, but keep in mind this side deck is directed towards Six Samurai. The deck is Six Samurai, so you're using this side deck and you're using a Six Samurai deck. So obviously cards like this are not going to be in everybody's side deck, but this is just an example. So I wanted to show you, just pretty much give you guys a walkthrough of how to side deck in and out of a Six Samurai deck, but in general show you some of the cards that you should have in your side deck in general. So let me go through it. Cyber Dragons, pretty much they've become a staple in a side deck since who knows when. I mean like 4 or 5 formats ago, just because it's the beat stick and it just runs over almost anything. Also, I mean, they're good against the Karakuri matchup because they're all machines, against anything that's anti-meta because they beat over everything pretty much. And if they have a Cyber Dragon just chilling, you can just contact. Thunder King Riders are pretty much good against almost everything in this format. Six Samurai against pretty much anything. So that's why they've become staple also on the side deck. Puppet Plant also, because Six Samurais are just way too strong and you need something to be able to come back. So Puppet Plant is pretty good. Not to mention that it also helps against the Gemini Miracle Hero deck, because most of them are warriors too. You have the aliases, the Stratos, stuff like that. Veiler and DD Crow stuff to control the field and graveyard. You need something to stop plants. Also Frog Monarchs, Water Synchro, plants in general. Cross out again for maybe the plant matchup, not too sure because people are moving away from setting the Raikos and stuff like that. So I mean, it's good for the GK matchup also. Same with this. It also controls spellcasters, so that's good for the GK matchup if you want to set them in. Chain Disappearance, again, another card that has become a staple. It's good against almost everything. It's good against Six Samurai, Infernity, Frog Monarch, Water Synchro, plants. I mean, you name it, this card is just broken. It's just so good. Rivalry or Warlords, my bad. It's such a good card because again, Six Samurai are all warriors, and this pretty much screws up plants. It screws up Frog Monarchs, Water Synchro, because it only lets them control one type of monster. And if they, for example, go Puppet Plant on your Shein or something, and they try to do something, you just pretty much flip this before you chain it to that. And if they want to synchro with your Shein, now they can't, because they can't really control anything other than a warrior now. So that's why it's good. And a Random Dust Tornado, just because of the GK matchup. Some people cite in Gozen match against this deck, because Gozen match is pretty much, this is for types like warrior, spellcaster. Gozen match is for attributes, and unfortunately for Six Samurai, they all have pretty much different attributes. They have water, fire, wind, dark, earth, so they're all different types, and Gozen match only lets you control one type of monster. So that's why you need this to get rid of the Gozen match. But yeah, so this is pretty much a sample of a side deck. Now going into the Six Samurai deck, I've pretty much figured that Six Samurais are like one of the hardest decks to side, because not only do they have a very low monster count, if you look at the side deck, there's a lot of monsters. So sometimes you have to put in like 5 monsters or even 6, and it's like you have to sacrifice either taking out a lot of monsters or putting in more monsters, and making it a little bit inconsistent to get your Shien play first turn. But I feel like the deck has a lot of spells like Smoke Signal, Rhoda, and stuff like that, and Gateway, United, to get to your other cards. So it's okay sometimes to take out cards. For example, I'll give you an example of a matchup. If you're going up against Frog Monarchs, you want to make sure that you side in these cards in. You want to side in a Veiler, a DD Crow, the 2 rivalries, like I said, and the 2 Chain Disappearance to hit pretty much the Treeborn Frogs, Swap Frogs. It hits the Battle Faders when they drop it, and it removes everything. But yeah, like you want to side in these, and that's pretty much it. You can side in like maybe a Thunder King, but it's not really necessary. Maybe one cross out, but like again, it doesn't really, I don't know. You can if they try to side in like something weird to stop your stuff, but like I said, it's not really necessary for the cross out. And so you have this right here, and then you're going back to seeing what you're gonna take out. Keep in mind that it has a depending on if you won or lost the first duel, it takes it pretty much depends a lot, because if you win first the first duel and you won, for example, you're obviously gonna want to put in stuff like this, right? Like pretty heavy, so that you make sure that you have outs to their stuff second duel, because you already won the first one. But in the if you lost the first duel, you want to make sure that you don't side in that many cards, because you want to make sure that you get off your stuff too. You don't want to like take out too many cards so that you make your deck inconsistent and it doesn't work anymore. You don't want that. So you pretty much would put in this, and then you would go in and look at your deck and see what you would take out. And I mean, there's a lot of dead cards against Frog Monarchs. I mean, you have like Oppression's not that dead, but like I said, it's not that good, so you would probably take that out. I would take out a Trunade. I would take out pretty much like I would probably keep one MST, but I would take one out, because like I said, most of these cards are dead against them. Book of Moon is okay. I mean, Deep Prison's okay. Let's see. I would take out, obviously you would take out a 7 Tools. I would take out, you could take out a Magatama, because I mean, not a lot of their stuff destroys, but they sometimes have that random Dark Dust and Dark Holes and stuff like that, and they try to Black Rose you sometimes, so it's not very smart to do it. But you will kind of take, you get quite an idea of what you would take out. You'll probably take out a Grandmaster maybe, because you really don't need like another, like 2, and then so you can be able to put these cards in here. But keep in mind that also knowing what your opponent is gonna side against you plays a big role on what to side in and what to take out. So pretty much like you need to know all like the meta. Right now the meta is Tango Plants, 6 Samurai, Double Warrior Plants. I think that's pretty much like the strongest ones, because Hyper Librarian is almost gonna be legal in like about a week and a half, and everybody's gonna want to run something that spams it, that's able to take advantage of a Hyper Librarian. This deck, unfortunately, 6 Samurai, it can make Hyper Librarian, but not like, it's not very consistent, because you wouldn't want to go for Hyper Librarian if you can go for a Shien, because Shien pretty much gives you a lot of protection. So I mean, the deck can make it, but obviously Hyper Librarian is more suitable in Double Plants and other plant variants, I guess, and Water Synchro, stuff like that. But yeah guys, hopefully this helped. If you guys have any questions, message me or just comment below, and don't forget to subscribe to Alleycat. And yeah guys, so be expecting more videos from me soon. I know I've been lagging it, but I promise I'll make some more. So yeah guys, so comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.